friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Valerie. I have a video today for you guys that is my warm reviews of Scentsy's 2026 Harvest Collection. 5 bars, I've warmed them all, I went through them, and I'm here today to give you my thoughts on them and what I have found. Now, this is just my opinion. This is what has happened in my home and in the area that I've warmed them in my warmers. So everybody it may have different thoughts and different end results, and that's okay because we're all different and scent is subjective. So it's different for all of us. All right. So if one person says one bar is like the greatest thing in the world and another person says the same bar isn't to them, that means it's not to them, you know? And the one that says it is great to them. So, yeah, let's always keep that in mind. And we may not agree, but it's because we all smell differently, okay? And I don't mean we smell differently. I mean we smell differently. Our sense of smell is different. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, guys. Yeah, as just starting out, and I already got to go. My nose is starting to run. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. So I hope everybody's doing well. So let me know down in the comments how you guys are doing. So what's the weather like in your area right now? We had a few cold days like a week or so ago, and a few cold nights, and then it's continually gotten warmer. So we're back up in the 80s, and it's hot, and it's not quite as humid though, because we did have some rain a couple days, and I think this week we did have a couple days of rain, yeah. And it's a cool thing, I mean, it's not humid, but it's still been getting warm out. So, yeah, let me know how you guys are going on, you know, how it's going for you. This week, we have our county fair going on, so I've been a little bit busier at work. That's going to be over August 1st, so, and everybody keeps calling me and like, hey, you want to go to the fair? Hey, you want to go to the fair? Hey, you want to go to the fair? I don't want to go to the fair this year. I don't want to go. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go. Everybody keeps wanting me to go, and I don't want to go to the fair. First of all, it's hot. And second of all, we have a big county fair. I think our county fair is rated like in the top. I think it's #1 in the state of Indiana for Elkhart or for county fairs. It's just it's always been big, and we've always had a really, really good fair. So, I mean, that I should go out, and we have a lot of people involved in 4-H in this area, and that's good. That's really good for kids, and it also, there's adults that are partaking in 4-H activities, which is a lot of fun, and I think it's good, and it gives everybody a good sense of community, and in the community, you know, comes together and enjoys things that they are like-minded about, just like Rex, like we do here. So I think it's really, really good. But I just didn't feel like going this year. We've been, you know, extra busy at work because of the fair, and I'm just tired. I'm just kind of over it. I just didn't feel like going out and walking around, and I don't know. So maybe I should have. I don't know. Maybe I should be in a better mood. I've been having some back issues, guys. Seems like I get over one thing and then another thing shows up, and it's just been not good. And I've been struggling with my blood sugars again. I haven't changed my diet, but my blood sugars have been wanting to stay a little bit higher than what they had been. So I've been really working hard to figure out what's, you know, shooting them up, and you know, trying to avoid those things. And I found some things that are I'm doing without, going without, and it is, you know, doing much better. Sometimes, you know, if you really don't count your carbs, sometimes they kind of sneak back into your diet, and I think that's kind of what was happening. I was just eating too many carbs and too frequently. So I'm back on the track on that, and really trying to crack down on that, because I do need to go the next few weeks to go get my next blood draw and blood work done. So, yeah, it's just a never-ending cycle and struggle. So, anyway, let's jump in. You guys didn't come here to hear all that. So, let's jump in and get to it. So, I want to remind everybody how I ranked these on cold. Where did I do with that? I got some notes here, so if I'm looking down, that's why. I got some notes written down. And let's see here. Oh, nope, that's not. Yep. Where did I put that? That's my wax order for Gratefully Imperfect Wax, which I already just ordered. And I'm trying, I shouldn't have ordered, but I did because her list was on fire, guys. Oh, and I do need to, full disclosure, I am a Scentsy fragrance consultant. So, full disclosure on that. And another full disclosure is what you see today, I've purchased myself. I've purchased everything myself. So, let's jump in. All right, so I rated my wax bars. Let me go from on cold sniffs. I'm going to start with the last rating, which was 5. That was the one that I liked the least. And then I'm going to go to 1, which is the one I liked the most on cold. So on cold, number 5 was Wild Cherry Fire. Number 4 was Sandalwood and Vanilla Pumpkin. Number 3 was Spicy Citrus and Cedar. Number 2 was Smoked Honey and Apple. And number 1 was Pumpkin and Pumpkin Oak. All right. So, I didn't finish writing these in for this rating here. This one that was, and they have changed. They have changed on warm. All right. And as I go through the bar and talk about them, I will give you my rating on them as we go through it. Okay. All right. So let's go from my number 5 on warm. What my number 5 on warm was, and that was vanilla pumpkin oak. Pumpkin oak came in last on warm, and that was first on cold on my cold sniffs. So set notes are maple, pumpkin seeds, brown sugar, and people are getting more notes of this when they go online. I don't like how they're doing that. Give me all the notes on the bar, because I don't have the time or the patience to, or the means to pull up my laptop or anything like that while I'm filming, because I don't have internet at home. I don't have wireless. I just use my my data through my phone. That's what I use. So I don't have the means to have both up at the same time. So it's just kind of irritating. And I think you think something's going to get easier and then they just lay on more work. And I just am kind of over having to go in and write down all the notes and stuff. So anyway, so if my notes are a little bit different than somebody else's, that's because I'm going by what's on the bar. So on the bar is maple, pumpkin seeds, and brown sugar. And it is a kind of a pumpkin-y colored wax. I did 3 cubes out here in my open concept. And on cold, I really feel like I get like a pumpkin pecan waffle type of scent. And I think it's because, pumpkin pecan, it's got the pecans, which is kind of toasty and roasty. And this has the pumpkin seeds, which I think is giving the same effect. And then there's maple, or the maple in here, I think is giving it a sweetness. I don't get maple on cold on this at all. And was it brown sugar? Yeah, and then brown sugar for more added sweetness. And also brown sugar, I think when it caramelizes, like when it like melts down and you create it into things, it gives it that almost toffee-ish type of scent. So that's what I'm getting from this. And I'm not even getting any oak. And I don't see that there's any oak notes or wood notes in this at all. So that's what I get on cold. Now, let me get to my notes. I did 3 cubes out here, my open concept. And I wrote down here, it was about medium strength. It wasn't like a banger, but it wasn't like super weak. The longevity, I warmed it 24 hours plus in my warmers. And what I got was, at first, I got like a creamy pumpkin, at first like hints of pumpkin pecan waffles. I got very little wood notes. And as it progressed, though, that pumpkin pecan waffles seemed to dissipate, and then the wood came in. And it just took over for me. The wood notes just took over, and it was very woody. It got to the point where I have had scents before where once the sweet notes like warm off, burn off, whatever you want to call it, then you're just left with this woody note. And it's not sweet, it's just wood. And I don't like that at all. When I do woods, I want a hint of woods with a lot of like bakery and sweet or fruity, or, I want a well-rounded, blended scent when there's a woods in my bar. Same with smoky for me. I don't want to have a bar of just cedar and warm cedar and just smell cedar in my house. I don't like that. I have to have a lot more sweetness with it. And then it just went dead. And so at that point, at 24 hours, I decided I can't keep, I wanted to see how long the bar would go, but it was too woody. So I added some sugar cookie, Scentsy sugar cookie with it. And I just didn't like the woody notes in it. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, and the strength increased when the woods notes took over. So instead of being like, just like a medium, it kind of went between, it wasn't high, it wasn't like strong, but like between medium, just a little bit above medium. The intensity got a little bit stronger. Maybe it's because I don't like a woodsy notes like that. And a lot of times when you don't like the note, that's what you notice the most. But anyway, so that's why it dropped from number 1 on cold down to 5. Would I repurchase this bar? I don't think, I got the wrong bar. I don't think I'm going to get any more of this. I got 2 kits of these. So I have this and I have a full other bar of it. I'm going to let it set for a little while because I know sometimes fresh pours take a little bit of time to kind of combine with each other to cure. So maybe that's what it needs. Maybe it just needs some time to sit, excuse me, and ripen, so to speak. Yeah, I do have a red tongue again because I have Halls in. Once again, anyway, yeah, at this point, no, I'm not going to repurchase it. I'm not putting it at my club when it becomes available. I'm going to let it just kind of sit, and then I'm going to go back to it and rewarm it again and see what happens when I rewarm it. So at this point in time, it is number 5. It is not a repurchase. Okay, guys. I'm having to flip between 2 pages here. All right, what came in number 4 on warm was Wild Cherry Fire. I debated putting this last and compared to Pumpkin Oak, and between the two, I just do not like the woody note. I like that. I hate that. I like it less than what I like the note of this one. Now this one, I warmed 2 cubes in my bedroom, and the color of wax is white. This has scent notes of cherry, amber, and mahogany embers. And I thought I would really like this because I love mahogany. And on cold, this was number 5. This was last on cold. So it did move up 1 slot. On cold, I didn't get a lot of cherry on cold. It was a hint of cherry in there. Almost like a hint of like cherry tobacco is what I got. And that may be because of the mahogany in there and that, but yeah. It's not like, and I thought it was very, very light on cold. So that's why I warmed it in my bedroom. And so then I put it in my warmers, and I basically get, I don't get a lot like cherry. I basically get almost like a perfumey body soap. Like a perfumey, clean body soap. That's what I get. I'm not getting like much woods. At first I was not getting much woods, much mahogany, or like any spiciness out of it. And that's what I got for several hours. It's just like a perfumey, soapy note. And then it kind of progressed to where some of that mahogany and the embers were kind of coming through a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. So it kind of was giving a little hint of smoke, little hint of wood, but not horrible. But that soapy note really comes through. And it's almost like it's a soap that I've had before, the base of it. It's almost, I don't get it so much on here, on cold, but on warm, I really get it. It's almost like, I want to say like Safeguard. It's almost like Safeguard bar soap with like a perfumey note and with a little bit of woods in there. It's not horrible by any means. It's not horrible. I didn't take it out of my warmers. I left it in my warmers. It's still in my warmers. It's still going. And it was strong, actually, because even though it smelled light on cold, I was out here in my living room, and it's back in my bedroom, and I could smell it out here. It was coming up, wafting up here through the hallway. So I could smell it up here quite a bit, actually. I was sitting here, and I could smell it coming up, and this is before I changed. I just hadn't even changed my wax out here for the 2 days. So I know it wasn't this wax that was like throwing out. It was that wax. It was this one. So, because my wax out here was kind of dead. But it wasn't horrible. It wasn't bad. Soapy notes just aren't like my thing. They're okay. I don't mind them once in a while. This one, I would probably repurchase. I may get another couple bars of it just to have a little bit of it on hand. It is not a club-worthy bar to me, though. I am not going to club it. But when it does come out, I may grab a couple more bars. I have this bar and I have one more bar to use up. I have not tried it out here either, so that will be the next thing, is to try these scents in different places. Like this one I did out here. Next time I'll warm it in my bedroom. And this one I did in my bedroom. Next time I'll warm it out here. So that is the ditty on Wild Cherry Fire. Sorry, guys. All right, moving on. Number 3 was Sandalwood and Vanilla Pumpkin on warm. Number 3 on warm. And this was number 4 on cold. And this has got pumpkin, fall spices, and sandalwood in it. And it is a pumpkin colored wax. I did 2 cubes in my bedroom. And now I'm getting more out of it right now. But when I first did it on cold, it was like very, very light. I couldn't hardly smell much of anything. But now, like right now, when I opened it, I really got like a pumpkin note. And there's like a little bit of woodiness in there, but not super strong. Not like when I warmed this one. This one had a lot of woods to it. And when I put it in my warmers, it actually did improve. It did get better. Now, this has got vanilla in it, so I'm assuming vanilla, and I think sandalwood too, needs time to cure. Because Satin Sheets has sandalwood and vanilla in it. And if you longer you let that bar set, the better it is. So I'm kind of wondering if this is going to be the same, because it has the pumpkin, the fall spices, sandalwood. It's got vanilla. It's got to have vanilla in it because it's in the name. So I think this might need to set a little bit longer. And I find when I let bars set, they do change up. That's why I always like to go back and rewarm them again. That's why I grabbed 2 sets of these, because I'm going to leave them set and then I'm going to go back and rewarm them. I'm going to give some time in between, and then I'm going to go back and rewarm them before I make my final decisions. But that's why when I was talking about pumpkin oak, I said at this point in time, this is what's going on with this. And same with this one. This one was good. I did enjoy this one. I enjoyed this set more than I did pumpkin oak. I didn't get a lot of sandalwoodness in there. I got like a creamy, warm pumpkin. It's not super spicy. It's got some small scents in there, like a pumpkin spice, but it's not a hot, strong spice. It's present, but it's just not. It's like, more light to medium. But it's present, but it's not like overbearing. Yeah, I really did like this scent. It was actually pretty good. The reason it was number 3 and warm is because there was 2 others that I liked better. And this one was pretty good. So I think this is probably going to be a good performer. Just I'm going to give it some time. So that is Sandalwood and Vanilla Pumpkin. Oh, and I think I had some notes on that one. I guess I should. Some of them I had notes on. Some of them I did not have notes on, guys. So let me see. I think this one I had notes on. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, it was light to medium in strength. It was a very creamy pumpkin with some spice. It's not as woody as pumpkin oak. I like this scent much better than pumpkin oak. And the longer it warmed, the more spice came out. So there you have that. That's all the notes I have on my bars. 2 of them. All right. Number 2 was warm is smoked honey and apple. And this was number 2 on cold. So this stayed the same. This is apple, smoked honey, and sandalwood. And it is like a creamy beige colored wax. I did 2 cubes in my bedroom. And on cold, I don't know if you guys watched my first sniffs video, but it is up if you want to see my first sniffs. But on first sniffs, I compared this to Bath and Body Works Ice Cream Float, which is kind of like a Coca-Cola scent. And I was like, I'm in for it. Now I'm not getting that so much. But it's been a few days, so several days. It's still there a little bit, but not tons. So I put this in my warmers, and instantly that apple came out. Oh my gosh, I love that apple. Yeah, the apple came out. It's a sweet scent. There is like a sand. You can smell that there is like a wood note in there, but it smells like an apple wood. I think the apple with the sandalwood mixed together, it smells almost like an apple wood. And I really enjoyed that because the blend was so much better. It wasn't, the wood did not overtake the apple or the smoked honey. I didn't really get a smokiness with this one. Really not at all. That apple was ever present. Another bar this really reminded me of was cedar cider. Cedar cider, though, does not have like a lot of cider or apple note in it, even though it says cedar cider. I feel like it's more of a little bit of a perfumey, woody type scent, which is nice. I really like it with hints of the cider. And this is more apple with those other notes coming in behind it a little bit. But that's kind of what I got with it. It was not like a banger. This is like a medium. I don't know if I would warm it out here in my open concept. I think I'm going to try it to see how it performs. And I'm kind of interested to see if it does get stronger within time. And I know I keep saying that, but I really want to stress that because I think any wax, any type of wax that I've ever had, within time, it normally gets better. Now, some waxes do have a cutoff time to where the scent is dissipating, but when you find, wax that, can hold on to the scent for a long, long time, it's really good to age them. This is actually really, really good. I really did enjoy this one. And this is probably going to be one that I'm going to repurchase. I'm not sure if I'm going to club it, but I'm definitely probably going to at least get 6 bars of it, maybe a little bit more to keep it in my collection for a while because I did enjoy it. So that is smoked honey and apple, or smoked honey apple. And number 1, guys, is a shocker, total shocker for me, and it is spicy citrus and cedar. That is number 1 on warm, and it was number 3 on cold. So it moved up. I did not think I was going to like this bar at all. When I ordered, I thought, oh, that's the one bar I'm probably going to hate. But this is number 1 for me, guys. It is hot cinnamon, orange, and sweet cedar. And it is a pumpkin-colored wax. I did 3 cubes out here in my open concept. Very strong on cold. Very strong on cold. That's not what I expected. I thought there was going to be a lot more orange and citrus in there, and it is not. I do get a hot cinnamon. It is a somewhat spicy cinnamon, not so much sweet, but there is sweetness in this bar that kind of combines in there with it. So it's kind of nice because you got the sweetness. I get the sweetness, and then I get that spiciness. So it's like sweet and spicy to me, which I liked. Yeah, this was a really, really good bar. I get like there's like a pumpkin in there. I didn't get a lot of cedar in there. I kind of feel like it's just like a pumpkin spiced, like hot cinnamon spiced fall scent. That's what I'm getting. Like a pumpkin spice is what I'm getting. I did not get much orange out of this at all, which is really shocking. As it warmed, I think after the first day, the second day, from time to time, I did get a whiff of just a whiff here and there of orange, like in the undertones of the scent, the scent, but it wasn't like straight out orange. So I did get a hint of it, but this was shocking because, like I said, I feel like it's just pumpkin, like a pumpkin spice. And I liked it. I love this one, actually, guys. This was a great performer out here in my open concept. I did 3 cubes out here in my open concept, and it filled my whole area. It really did. It was actually really, really good. It was a good performer. As far as strength, I'm going to say it was above medium. I don't think it was a banger, but I think it was, if you're ranging like 1 to 100, 50 being medium, I'm going to say it's probably 75, and 100 being like banger. I'm going to say it was probably about 75 in performance as far as strength. Longevity, it lasted in my warmers for several days. I've had it in my warmers for like a few days. I just got rid of it. And I could still smell a sweetness coming from my warmers as I was cleaning them out. And I could smell a little bit of that in the air, but it was just kind of light. And it was, but I could still smell it when I cleaned out my warmers and put something else in. So I was very, very impressed with this. Did not expect that one at all. This came out of nowhere, and this one is definitely going to be clubbed. This is going in my club, and I am going to also be stocking up as well. So that is spicy citrus cedar. I did really enjoy it. I think this is going to be a great, fabulous scent for the fall. This may not be something you want to warm early fall because it is pretty spicy. You may want to wait till it gets the weather gets a little bit colder. or cooler. This would be great on a cool fall night, you know, when it's still warm during the day, but it gets really kind of cool and chilly at night. Maybe like in October. This is probably a really good October bar going into November. Yeah, I can really, really relate to October and November because it does smell like, it makes you think of, you know, Halloween. It makes you think of fall. It makes you feel of cool weather. It also makes you feel like pumpkin-y, um, you know, fall type stuff. So yeah, this is the one for me. So spicy, citrus, and cedar. So there you have it, guys. Those are my warm reviews on Scentsy's 2026 Harvest Collection. So if you're a consultant, did you guys get them, and what did you guys think of them? I know if you're a customer, you haven't got them yet. So they're going to be available August 17th. You can get them in a 5-pack bundle and get all 5 scents for, I think, $25. Or you can, I think you're going to be able to buy them, purchase them separately. And I think you're also going to be able to put them in your club. So there's several ways to be able to purchase them. So if you're interested in one, not the other. And I kind of sometimes don't get like the early access bars because they come as a kit. I sometimes, if I'm only interested in like a couple scents, I'll wait and see what everybody else is saying about the other scents before I purchase. And I just wait for them to come out, you know, like in order like everybody else does. But these I thought sounded really fantastic, and I wanted to try them a little earlier. As far as the strength, I feel like some of them, like I said, I feel like some of them are a little weak at this point, but I think they have the potential to morph into something a lot stronger and a lot better than what they are. That's kind of the bad part about getting early access because a lot of times they're like just freshly poured. They haven't had time to sit. So you don't get like the full effect of what they're going to actually be until like a month down the road or so. So anyway, let me know what you guys thought, and are you going to try them or are you not? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear all your comments. And if you made it this far, give me a pumpkin. Give me an orange pumpkin down in the comments. Woo! Let's celebrate fall coming because I love fall. I'm not a summer girl. I'm a fall and winter girl, so I am excited and ready. We have a couple more weeks and school will be starting here, and that's exciting for me too, even though I don't have kids, because everything kind of calms down in our community. When school starts through the week, everything's kind of calm and quiet, and I love that, even in my neighborhood. And that's what I love. But the summer, everybody's out and about, and it's noisy and all that kind of stuff. And after so many weeks of that, I'm like over it, so over it. So, what's your favorite time of year, guys? Are you a fall girl? Fall person? You let me know down below. All right. So, if you're new here and you like Scentsy, you like wax, home fragrance, personal fragrance, this is the channel for you. So click the subscribe button before you leave. We'd love to have you join our fam. And then if you want to make sure and stay up to date on everything that's happening, click the notification bell. So you guys, I got a candle haul. Walmart came out with some cool candles. I mean, they got some different scents, and the packaging on them are fabulous. And I normally don't go gaga over packaging, but so watch out for my video on that coming up. All right, so you guys take care, and I will see you next time. And thank you so much. And may God bless each and every one of you. All right, bye-bye.